Welcome back to Art Explained Quickly and Simply. Ever wondered why a simple painting of an elderly woman has become one of the most iconic images in American art? Today, we're diving into Whistler's Mother, painted by James McNeill Whistler. A work that might seem modest at first glance, but carries deep emotional and artistic. If you're curious about how this quiet portrait came to symbolize motherhood, endurance, and modern art, stick around as we unpack the story behind this masterpiece. Pause for a moment and think, what makes a portrait powerful? Is it the person, the composition, or something deeper that resonates with us over time? Painted in 1871, Whistler's Mother, officially titled Arrangement in Gray and Black No. 1, is a striking image of Whistler's own mother, Anna McNeill Whistler, sitting quietly in profile. The painting is simple. She's dressed in black, seated against a plain gray wall, her face stoic and contemplative. But despite its simplicity, this painting has become a cultural icon, often referred to as the Mona Lisa of the American art world. Look closely at the composition. Whistler wasn't just capturing a likeness of his mother, he was deeply influenced by the artistic principles of art for art's sake, which emphasized the beauty of composition over narrative. The placement of the figure, the balance between light and shadow, and the harmonious tones of gray and black were carefully arranged to create a sense of calm and order. It's as much about form and balance as it is about the subject itself. Whistler was heavily influenced by Japanese art, which was gaining popularity in Europe during the 19th century. You can see this influence in the painting's composition, with its focus on minimalism, flatness, and the use of empty space to enhance the figure's presence. The stark simplicity of the background allows Anna's figure to stand out, inviting the viewer to reflect on her expression, her posture, and the quiet dignity of her presence below. Ask yourself, why does this simple, almost austere painting evoke such a powerful emotional response? Is it the calm, reflective mood, or something more personal? Here's where it gets fascinating. Whistler wasn't aiming to create a sentimental image of motherhood. In fact, he titled the painting Arrangement in Gray and Black No. 1 to emphasize its formal qualities rather than its emotional content. But over time, the painting has come to symbolize much more, particularly the enduring strength and resilience of mothers. The stoic expression on Anna's face, combined with the dark clothing and the quiet setting, conveys a sense of patience, endurance, and perhaps even sacrifice. Here's something interesting. Legend has it that Whistler originally planned to paint a model, but when she didn't show up, he asked his mother to sit for the portrait instead. Though elderly, she agreed, but due to her age, she had to sit instead of stand, which led to the seated pose we see in the painting. The meaning behind Whistler's mother has evolved over time. Though Whistler intended the painting to be an exploration of form, composition, and tonal harmony, viewers have imbued it with emotional depth. The portrait is often seen as a tribute to motherhood, dignity, and familial love. In fact, during World War II, the image was used in posters to symbolize American values like family, stability, and endurance. Think about this. How does knowing the story behind the painting change the way you view it? Does it make you see more than just a quiet portrait? Beyond its emotional and cultural resonance, Whistler's Mother is also a masterpiece of modern art. Whistler was part of a movement that aimed to break away from traditional academic painting, and this work exemplifies his belief in creating art that was about beauty and form, rather than just storytelling or historical significance. This idea of art for art's sake would later influence other major movements in modern art, from Impressionism to abstract art. Here's another fascinating detail. Whistler's mother has traveled the world, becoming a symbol of American art, even though Whistler spent most of his career in Europe. The painting currently resides in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, making it one of the few iconic American artworks housed outside the US. Try this. Next time you look at a portrait, consider how the artist uses composition, color, and space to evoke an emotional response. What choices did the artist make to draw your attention to certain elements, and how do those choices affect the mood of the work? So in short, Whistler's Mother by James McNeill. Whistler is more than just a portrait of an elderly woman. It's a masterful exploration of composition, minimalism, and form that has come to symbolize much deeper themes of motherhood, endurance, and quiet strength. That's why it remains one of the most beloved and enduring works in art history. If you'd like to understand and know more about art, follow this channel. And before you go, let us know in the comments which artwork you'd like to see explained next. Let's keep exploring the fascinating world of art together.